Julie Bowler, your technology trainer here at Weatherford College. This video, I'm going to show you how to enter in time as a non-exempt employee. This is going to be done starting in January 2019 in our new self-service online cloud-based system. I'll begin by showing you how to get to that website. I find the easiest thing to do is to go to wc.edu and click on My WC because we have a wonderful link inside My WC ready for you. So you're going to log into My WC. On the left hand side, you'll see under quick links a link to Colleagues Self-Service. Click on that link. The link is going to then ask you to log into an account. I'm going to log in for this demonstration into the Test HR account. I do have to put in the @wc.edu and then my password that is associated with that account. Service opens to the dashboard. You'll be identified in the upper right hand corner as well as a place to sign out. On the dashboard's a number of services. It may seem a little odd that it identifies you as a student, but you're a student first, and then additional services. Obviously, you are an employee up here below. We are just going to talk about the employee service right here. Clicking on employee, you're going to see a number of additional things that you can go into. In this video, I'm only going to be addressing time entry and leave. If you click on the leave balance, that is going to be up to date, your current vacation in 6 hours. This is for my fake ID, Test HR, my vacation and sick. Navigation wise, I can click home to go back to the dashboard. I can click on employee and go into another employee area. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Here, I'm going to click on employee again, and this time I'm going to go into time entry. Let me begin on the time entry screen explaining what you're seeing on the screen. Here is our bi-weekly time periods. We will be paid bi-weekly, and as a non-exempt employee, you will have to enter in your time every week and submit it for approval. This needs to be done by the due date for that time period. If you're unsure of that due date, as you can see here, these 2 weeks belong together and are due by December 31st by 12 p.m. Now I'm ready to enter in some time. For this demonstration, I already have some time entered into this pay period. I have 35 hours on this week, so I probably need to address why that is not 40 hours. And then I have not completed this week, which is where I'm going to begin. Clicking on that week, what you're seeing here, this is the pay period. This is the week that you're working with. If I want to jump back out, I can go back to all timesheets, jump back in. I can also navigate to the previous week and see what I did there. So those are some of the navigation things you can do. You can also quickly check your leave balance by clicking over here. Check that. And then come down here. This is your work area for this week. I've entered in time for the first 3 days, and I'm ready to continue with today's time. If I drop my cursor in there, and this is a quick little tip, if you drop an 8 and an A, which I'll explain why you might want to do A or P here in a minute, you will get your 8 a.m. to scroll up at the top. It will immediately kind of warn you that you probably should clock out as well. So that's what that little warning is. Again, 12, this time if I hit the P, make sure that the PM shows up at the top of my screen. I have 4 hours that I'm logging in when I click 12 p.m. Once you have a top time period put in, an additional plus sign is available for you to enter in more time. I click on that plus sign, it'll give me another time in, time out spot. Drop my cursor. Here's where it really comes important. If I type 1 in, the AM comes in up, but if I hit the P, the PM will come up. Now, let's just say I'm going to do this wrong first. If I wasn't paying attention, I put 8 a.m., 1 a.m., and then I went 5 p.m., you're going to get this kind of error that will appear on your screen. Oh, wow, that time does not look right. And so if you get this, you may go, oh, yes, I did not mean 1 a.m. It's simple enough. You just need to come in here and change your 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. and everything will right itself again. Let me get down to the 1 p.m. here. Okay. Ta-da! And you're all fixed up again. So I just like to show the mistake you might make. If you see all red, you just need to check your time in and time out again. Okay, I'm going to repeat this for Friday so I can continue this timesheet. Again, if I hit 8 a.m., as soon as you see it, you can click on it, drop in here 12. I do like that it shows you that you're going to enter in exactly, you're logging in 4 hours. Okay, again, I'm going to hit the 1 and the P to get the PM for 1 p.m. And then last but not least, 4 p.m. because we get out on 4 at 4 o'clock on Friday. So that'll be 3 hours. Of course, now we're sitting here with 39 hours, and every week you're going to have to do this. Click in additional time. If you click additional time, you're going to choose the earn type always early release for this 1 hour. Come to that Friday, type in 1, hit enter. Now you've got your 40 hours and you're ready to submit this for approval. I'm not going to submit it just yet. I'm going to go back to that other week. I can do it this way, or I could come back out to timesheets and select the other week. I'm just showing you both ways you can do this. Now I'm in this other week. Again, I've got a week that's 35 hours. It's not 40 hours, and I'm missing 2 things. One, I'm missing my early release, and I'm missing the sick pay that I want to take the day I went home last week sick. So I'm going to start with the easiest one that I've already done for you. I need to add additional time, the 1 hour early release on that Friday. So choose the earn type, early release. Come over here, type in a 1, hit enter, and now I'm up to my 36 hours. Now I need my 4 hours of sick pay. All right, I'll come back here again, clicking on additional time in this left hand side. Your earn type this time, I'm going to choose sick. Put sick over here. I want to apply it for my Thursday day. I hit 4 hours, and now I'm up to my 4 hours, and I have my work week, my sick pay, and my early release, and I'm good to go, ready to submit this for approval. If you click this, it's going to send that approval to the person that will be approving your timesheet, as well as it will send you an email notifying you have successfully submitted your time. Some good things to know here. I've submitted, and I see that status of submitted straight on this time entry page. If I want to double check, I can still click in here and see what I have done. If I see a mistake right now, I can still select return time card to edit. Click on this and go, okay, oh yes, I forgot that I worked an event on Saturday, so I need to put my additional time, my overtime, onto this timesheet. I can still do that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's say I worked an event on Friday morning, so I came in at 9 a.m. and all right, and I worked till 3 p.m. I'm going to put the 3p to put that p.m. I worked in 6 hours overtime. Okay, and so I hit that and enter. As you see now, I have 46 hours. When I hit submit for approval, it is immediately going to prompt me to convert this to my comp time. Okay, so what you'll notice here is that I've got my 5 hours. It does say 46, but of course 1 hour is that early release, so I've earned 5 hours of comp time. I need to enter in here my entire 5 hours to convert, and I hit save. Now if you hit cancel, just FYI, it'll just take you back in, back to your screen if you wanted to make some changes. If you hit save, it'll actually press forward, convert your time, and you're ready to go. Of course, I like to point out, I love the little success in the right-hand corner, let you know that you have successfully submitted with that comp time in place. All right, some best practices. I would like to talk about those things. Just think of this as a time card. You can come into this website every day, all day long if you want, punching the time in and out as you go along. And then if you need to make changes to anything that you've already submitted, you can make those changes as you're going along. Like I said, if you get in here and you see something wrong and it's been submitted, just return time card to edit, make those changes, and resubmit. It's very easy to review what you've done here. I've submitted 40 hours for the first week. I have 46 hours with 5 hours of comp time that I've earned the second week. Last thing that I will point out, that obviously if you're going to be getting into this all day long, you're going to want to take this website and bookmark it. If you're in Google Chrome, which is the recommended browser for this, if you just hit the star on the next to the right of the address bar, you can actually bookmark this into, say, the bookmarks bar, and actually have this sitting right here on your bookmarks location. If you want any help with that, you can contact me, Julie Moeller, jmoeller at wc.edu. I'd be glad to help you with putting that on your bar, on your bookmarks bar. If that's missing on your browser, I'd be more than happy to put that on there and have that ready for you. So it's so convenient. You do not have to go through all those steps I was doing earlier. That's just the easiest way to get there the first time and you don't know how to get to colleague self-service. Afterwards, because we'll be entering time every day, every week, every 2 weeks, we have to submit. This is your best practice, and to do it all day long as you're doing it, and you'll be golden. And Friday, go ahead and submit, and you'll be ready for the next week. If you have any questions or any odd situations that you want to run by HR, please contact them about your questions about timesheets that's different than the ordinary timesheet that I've done here. If you have any technical issues getting into the website, contact Technology Services. If it's a training issue, go ahead and contact me, Julie Moeller at wc.edu.